We begin with that Supreme Court standoff. Republicans issuing a deadline telling Judge Brett Kavanaugh's accuser, Dr. Blasey Ford, that she has until Friday to say whether she'll testify. Her lawyers are now firing back. ABC's senior national correspondent Terry Moran is at the Supreme Court and has the latest for us. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, Robin. Well, the clock is ticking. Senator Chuck Grassley, who's the Republican chairman of the Judiciary Committee, has set that Friday deadline, not just for Blasey Ford to agree to testify, but to submit her statement in writing. Grassley says that committee rules, and he's doing this, he says, because the Constitution gives the Senate the exclusive responsibility to advise and consent on nominations, and it's the Senate that will investigate. That's not good enough for Blasey Ford, and right now, there's no sign that anyone is budging. It's turning into a high-stakes game of chicken, the standoff between Republicans and the accuser of Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh.
We're not going to cancel any hearing until the last minute. I don't know what the last minute is, but until the last minute, in hopes that she'll take us up.
But Blasey Ford insists she wants an FBI investigation before she'll testify. In a statement overnight, her lawyers saying a hearing that has only 2 witnesses is not a fair or good faith investigation, adding, the rush to a hearing is unnecessary and contrary to the committee discovering the truth. Blasey Ford alleges Brett Kavanaugh sexually assaulted her when the two of them were high school students decades ago. Kavanaugh denies the charges. President Trump says he'd like to hear from Blasey Ford, but patience could be running out.
I really would want to see what she has to say, but I want to give it all the time they need. They've already given it time. If she shows up, that would be wonderful. If she doesn't show up, that would be unfortunate.
Kavanaugh has already been preliminarily interviewed under oath by Republican committee staffers who said they have no reason to doubt the truthfulness of his testimony. This as his background has come under renewed scrutiny. Even this old joke about his high school has resurfaced.
The dean was reminding me before the talk, which is what happens at Georgetown Prep stays at Georgetown Prep. That's been a good thing for all of us, I think.
Republican lawmakers are moving ahead with a Monday hearing, offering Blasey Ford several options to be questioned publicly, in a private session, or by staffers at her home in California. The message from the GOP to Blasey Ford, show up or we're heading for a vote.
She said she wanted to appear, but if she changes her mind and refuses to appear, there's not much we can do. And so nothing really else would remain of the investigation and background of the judge, and we would vote on the nomination.
Even moderate Republican Senator Susan Collins of Maine, a key swing vote, doesn't see why they shouldn't proceed.
I don't think that she can reject all those options because otherwise there are these very serious allegations hanging over the head of a nominee who has emphatically denied them, and that's just not a good way for us to end.
Democrats are standing by Blasey Ford and the call for an investigation before she's put in front of senators for a grilling.
It's as though the Republicans have no sense, having never dealt with sexual assault victims. Do they not read anything? Do they not know how hard it is for someone to come forward? Apparently not.
But Republicans, like Senator Dean Heller of Nevada, sound confident even before they've heard from Blasey Ford. Heller saying in a private conference call organized by the Nevada Republican Party Wednesday, we got a little hiccup here with the Kavanaugh nomination. We'll get through this and we'll get off to the races. A little hiccup. Well, that candid moment shows what's really going on here. Politics. The Supreme Court has been the crown jewel of Republican politics for decades, and Kavanaugh's nomination represents the decisive opportunity to shift it to the right. But there is another kind of politics going on here. Women voters who are watching all this very closely.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.